No, baby, that's for somebody else. We're just gonna keep you right where you're at right now.
It doesn't matter what you think.
The Wrestling Wrealm presents Break It Down with Brian H.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the special edition of Break It Down with Brian H. I'm your host, Brian H. Waters. Survivor Series, NXT TakeOver. Wow, what a weekend. I actually said it the other way around. It should have been TakeOver than Survivor Series. But what a weekend we are set for. Man, can you imagine? This is going to be the subject of many Thanksgiving dinners. You know, it was a time when Thanksgiving was held the day after the Survivor Series. Or should I say, Survivor Series was held the day before Thanksgiving. Well, not this year. Actually, it'll be not the go-home show, but the Fallout show of NXT right after the day before Survivor Series. But let's get right into it, because, these things are going to run together. So, let's get right into it. We're going to start off with what I think, maybe I should have, ended this segment, but I'm going to start right into it because I think this should be the main event for TakeOver. And that is Team Shayna versus Team Rhea in a War Games match. Yes, Shayna Baszler, her teammates, Kaylee Ray, Io Shirai, and Bianca Belair, as they will get set to face none other than Rhea Ripley, Tegan Knox, Candice LeRae, and Mia Yim. Woo! This is going to be a battle. This is really going to be a battle, but it's just so hard. I've been watching War Games for so long. It's hard for me to pick faces. It just is. I know it's possible, but I think Shayna Baszler's team is going to win. But if there was a time where a face wins, it's Rhea Ripley. Because she ain't your traditional face. Let's call it for what it is. And I think she is set to become your next NXT Women's Champion. But we all know that Team Shayna has the advantage. So after, a hellacious match between Io Shirai and Mia Yim, they just beat the stuff out of each other. But in the end, I think it's going to be Team Baszler, man. I just, that's the way I see it. I think Team Baszler gets it done. So, moving on. The number one contendership for the NXT Championship. It's going to be Pete Dunne. It's going to be Killian Dane and Damian Priest. Winner gets a shot at Adam Cole at the Survivor Series. Woo, so many ways, but I got to go with the money, man. I got to go with Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne is going to get it done, and I would not be surprised if he leaves Chicago as your new NXT champion. But more on that later. And then, in the men's matchup, we have the Undisputed Era. You guys know who they are. But in case you don't, Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly will take on Tommaso Ciampa, Donovan Dijakovic, Keith Lee, and a mystery partner. Now, there's rumors out there. And when I read these rumors, I had to agree. And I'm going to say that the mystery partner is going to be the Shaman of Sexay, John Morrison. That's my prediction. But in the end, the Undisputed Era, man, they're not losing. No way. They're winning this match. But here's another thing. So, I just had the face theory, right? I think this is a time where you can have one face and one heel win. This is one of those moments. I don't know. Could be wrong. But I think that this is the case where the Undisputed Era will get it done. So we move on to the Survivor Series, right? So before I go there, I already put up the graphic. I'm going to make my prediction. My official prediction is Adam Cole retains the championship against Pete Dunne. That's my official prediction. Want to pick Pete Dunne, but I think Adam Cole retains it. So then we move on. We got the SmackDown women, the Raw women, and the NXT women. NXT women haven't been decided yet. Now, I don't know if there's like a thing of who wins War Games or they're going to mix it up. Could have missed it. I could have missed the way they're going to decide those teams. But nonetheless, I can tell you on Team Raw, it's going to be Charlotte Flair, Natalya, Asuka, Kairi Sane, and Sarah Logan. On Team SmackDown, it's going to be Sasha Banks, Carmella, Dana Brooke, Lacey Evans, and Nikki Cross. Now, this is an elimination match. I'm going with Team SmackDown. Sasha Banks is going to lead her team to glory, folks. And best to believe, we're going to get somehow, we're going to get a Charlotte and Sasha matchup in there. Moving on to SmackDown. I said SmackDown. Moving on to the Tag Team Championships. Who are the Ultimate Tag Team Champions? We have The New Day versus Fish and O'Reilly of the Undisputed Era versus the Viking Raiders. Oh man, but who do you pick? I gotta go with the Viking Raiders. They're going to be the ones to get this one. A match that could steal the show. A match that we could be talking about for ages. This match right here is going to introduce the world to Roderick Strong. So you got all the workhorse titles. You got the North American champion, Roderick Strong. The United States champion, the face that once ran the place of SmackDown, the phenomenal AJ Styles, and then the Intercontinental Champion, Shinsuke Nakamura. This is going to be hard-hitting. Somebody's going to bleed, and somebody's going to be left black and blue. In the end, I think I'm going with Shinsuke. He's going to be the wild card. Shinsuke is going to get it done. But I tell you one thing, at the end of this match, this could be a match of the night, but the world will be talking about Roderick Strong. Trust me. Then we move on to Team Raw versus Team SmackDown versus Team NXT. Team NXT hasn't been decided yet, but Team Raw is going to be Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Ricochet, Kevin Owens, and the Viper, Randy Orton. On Team SmackDown, you're going to have the big dog himself, Roman Reigns, King Corbin, Braun Strowman, Shorty G, and Mustafa Ali. Man, this is going to be real interesting. But I'm going to go with NXT. I don't know why. I just got this feeling. Because Raw and SmackDown aren't necessarily getting along. And the reason why I'm going with NXT, because I've said this on episode 95, Breaking Down Brian H, and I'm going to say it again. Kevin Owens is going to make a turn, and he's going back home, folks. Watch. Then we move on to the women. All the champions. You got Bayley, you got Shayna Baszler, and you got Becky Lynch. I'm going with Bayley. I thought about this. This is the moment. This is where Bayley just really takes that respect. Now, I felt Becky hasn't done much. I even said, like, Corey Graves and I agree. Becky just, it felt like it was just Bayley versus Shayna. This is the match. That's the match. I put Becky somewhere else. But she kind of made her presence known on NXT, even though it made me say, you know what, I'd rather see a match between her and Rhea Ripley. But nonetheless, I'll take it. But Bayley's going to walk out as the Ultimate Women's Champion. And then we go on to the championship matches, starting off with the WWE Championship. This match is getting personal as it can be, folks. Brock Lesnar will take on Rey Mysterio. You may see it as a David versus Goliath matchup, but this right here is as personal as it gets because Brock beat the crap out of Rey Mysterio's son. And this is a no-holds-barred match. So Rey's coming with everything, including the kitchen sink. But I don't think that's going to be enough. Nope, I got Brock Lesnar winning this one. But could you imagine the internet breaking if Rey Mysterio leaves Chicago as your new WWE champion? The Survivor Series has been known for the WWE Championship changes. You go back. You had The Undertaker defeating Hulk Hogan. You had Bret Hart defeating Big Daddy Cool Diesel. You had Shawn Michaels beating Bret the Hitman Hart. You go to the World Championship. Shawn Michaels won the Elimination Chamber. So, it's not far-fetched for the WWE Championship to change hands at the Survivor Series. It's happened before. You know, as a matter of fact, I think this week I'm going to watch 30-year history of the Survivor Series just because it's a great pay-per-view, man. It's phenomenal. But then we move on. This match probably won't close the show. I would close the show with it, but it probably won't. And I know that the graphic needs to be updated because the title's blue now. But it's the Fiend Bray Wyatt taking on Daniel Bryan for the Universal Championship. This right here is the first of a series of matches to come. The Fiend will get it done, but I think it ends in a no contest. I think it's going to be somehow the ref is going to have to stop the match. Or maybe he might get disqualified. But he's leaving WWE Universal Champion. Whether he gets the win or not, I don't know. But this right here is going to be something crazy, folks. So, Survivor Series, we're getting ready, man. Like I said, one of my favorite pay-per-views of the year. It's history. It's tradition. It's the food. It's the eliminations. It's you know, used to be, we're back to teams of 5. Strive to survive. Woo! They didn't do that in there, but I had to add it because it just made sense. But ladies and gentlemen, that'll be it for this predictions episode. Make sure you are tuned in, locked and loaded. Follow me on Twitter at Brian H. Waters. Follow the Wrestling Realm at Wrestling Realm. Subscribe to the podcast. Share them with your friends. And if you ever feel so kind, hit the donate button on Anchor. But that's all, folks. That's going to be the end of this prediction show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for all your support. Until the next time, I'm Brian H. Waters. See ya after the Survivor Series. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Break It Down with Brian H. Hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell so you get notified every time the Wrestling Realm posts new content.